what I want to do is I want to build a full face of makeup from the least expensive products that they sell at Ulta. I'm just gonna grab one of these because I've never tried these and I've heard they're awesome. I wanted something light coverage and that's what I got. It's almost got like a little, it's like makeup and fruit. I can definitely see this wearing down badly. So I will be back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello. So I wanted to show you in natural light how it looks, how everything looks. It's been about 2 hours since I did my makeup. I just made a batch of our new flavor of marshmallows. It's called key lime pie. I made that and I'm about to make dinner and go to my friend's house for ukulele, but I knew the sun's gonna go down before I leave for ukulele, so I wanted to show you. I feel like the coverage is more than I thought it was. Like when I was just looking in the mirror in the bathroom, I feel like the coverage of the BB cream is more, but then out here, it looks less. I don't know. I'm still deciding how I feel. Lipstick's still looking good. All I did was taste test the bowl of my marshmallows. I always taste test a little bit out of the bowl once I've finished pouring it in, just to make sure the flavor is right. It's spot on. But yeah, I'm gonna go make dinner and I'll be back. Okay, so real quick before I go to ukulele, I just finished eating dinner. I ate that for dinner. So there's some cheese and some different things. I didn't wipe my mouth with a napkin because I wanted to see how much lipstick I could try to keep on. This looks like crayon at this point, but you gotta remember I put the lip gloss on over it, which messes with the formula of the lipstick, all of that. But yeah, I'm taking that off before I leave because that looks a mess. All right, eyeshadow's looking pretty good. Yep. I've changed into my winter coat because it's getting cold out. By the way, I wanted to mention the other jacket I was wearing when I went to Ulta. That's a jerse. So it is a jacket that turns into a purse. And it is so freaking cool. It's my first time actually wearing it because it's been so cold. So since I ordered it, but if you decide to order it, I just want to give you a heads up. You want to make sure you order at least one size bigger than what you would wear. I usually wear small. That's a medium and it's kind of tight. Like I almost wish I gotten a large, but I think it's meant to be kind of tight, so I'm not hating it. But I did have to exchange it, so I just wanted to let you know if you order one. But they're super nice over there, very accommodating, small business, and they're amazing. So just wanted to give that little plug there in case you like that jacket I was wearing earlier. All right, I'm leaving now. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, well, I guess it's like a second. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Day is done. I am so tired. It's like 10:45 at night. I just got home. I am so tired. But before I can wash all of this off and go to bed, we need to check in and see how everything looks. So let's just take a moment. All right, let me look. I'm gonna turn my mirror on. My eyeshadow actually looks pretty good. I do still stand by that the lightest shade is really chunky looking. I'm not a fan of that. My brows still look pretty damn good though, I have to say. I feel like that brow gel did a really freaking good job. I also, look at my eyeliner. It looks pretty good. It's got a little bit where I might have rubbed my eye there, but overall that looks really freaking good. My lipstick I rubbed off. We're gonna ignore that. Because that's not the lipstick's fault, that's my fault. So blush is still there a little bit. It's definitely faded, it's still there though. Foundation looks good. I don't have any creasing there. I don't have any creasing under my eyes for the concealer. Maybe the tiniest little bit, but it's not a concern at all. Overall, I feel like my face looks really freaking good. Like really good. So let's go ahead and zoom out and I'm gonna tell you first impressions, what I like, what I don't like, what I recommend, what I don't recommend, but definitely stay tuned to favorites and fails countdown because I'm sure some of this will show up on it, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me give you the rundown. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm doing this by myself because my entire family is asleep, so I may or may not be in focus because I accidentally touched the focus instead of the zoom thing. That was totally my fault. But I think we're in good shape. I think I'm in focus. I hope. We'll just have to see. I feel like I'm dark though. What is happening? Okay, let's try that because I want you to be able to see my face. First impression of the primer, this seems really nice if you like a silicone-based primer. Does exactly what it's supposed to do. I can't say whether it made my makeup last longer because I haven't tried this BB cream without it, but I will keep you posted. But application was very easy, didn't have any problem with pilling or anything weird. Very nice, very, very nice. The Maybelline Dream BB Fresh, I actually really like this. I like it a lot. I feel like it looks really pretty on my skin. I didn't really notice it as much until I went upstairs and went into my powder room that's on my main floor and looked in the mirror, and I was like, wow, that really does look nice. Like I really felt like I could see it then rather than under the studio light. So I feel like this went on very easily. I like the light coverage of it, and I feel like it didn't like crease in my fine lines, well, wrinkles. It didn't crease, and it's definitely still there, absolutely. So yes, on that is a win. The ColourPop eye primer, I honestly did not like. I mean, it was fine, but I would much rather use the Ulta eye primer than this one. The Ulta brand one is freaking fantastic. This one is just, maybe I got a bad one. Like, you'll have to tell me whether they're all like this, where they're so thick they don't even pick up on the doe foot. Like, I don't know what's happening with that. So maybe it's just not typical. Maybe it's dried out. Maybe there's something wrong with it. I don't know, but I didn't like it at all. But that's just the application though. As far as making my eyeshadow last longer, maybe it did, because my eyeshadow looks freaking phenomenal. So I don't know if that's the eyeshadow palette or the combination of these two. Again, I'll keep you posted. Let's talk about the eyeshadow palette while we're at it. I felt like it was slightly harder to use than some of my more expensive palettes, but not to the point where I feel like it was annoying. You know what I mean? It just took a little bit for the mattes to build up a bit. I would definitely be interested in purchasing more of these if I didn't have a makeup review channel on YouTube and have way too many things that I can't use. If I was not doing this for a job, I would probably buy a bunch more of these. This was very enjoyable, and I think that the color stories that they have available for this are really nice. So yeah, this was a win. I enjoyed it very much. Let's go back to complexion for a second because I forgot to talk about the concealer. The Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. I really liked this. I liked it a lot. I thought it made it look really pretty under my eyes. It wasn't so opaque and so thick that it made me look like a mannequin, but it gave a nice coverage so that it made me not look as sleepy as maybe do I look sleepy now? I don't think I look that sleepy, but I feel like it covered up like any darkness that I had under my eyes very nicely, and I'm gonna keep using this. I really like that. For brows, I have to say I did not like the application of this. I thought it was too thick, but then once I kind of blended it out, I thought it was fine, but I don't think this is going to be a repurchase, the Essence Micro Precise Eyebrow Pencil. I'll probably use it up, but there's so many better brow pencils out there for maybe $1 or $2 more expensive. It was just too moussey for me. It was too pomade for me. It's just not my personal preference. But if you like that, a lot of color going on to your brows, you'll probably really like this a lot. I loved how fine it was. It was just the pigmentation was a little too much. The stickiness, not stickiness, but the opacity was just a little too much for me. I'd rather something that builds rather than something that just goes on like bam. The brow gel I loved. I feel like that worked really, really well. Very happy with the E.L.F. brow gel. I'll have to use the clear mascara and see if I like that. I haven't used a clear mascara in a very long time. If you use clear mascara, do you use it as like a primer or do you use that just as your mascara? I can't imagine using it just as mascara, at least for my little stupid looking lash. But I might be able to use it as a primer. So you have to tell me if you use something like this for lashes, what you think about it, because I don't really do that and I need to know more about it. The eyeliner, I like it. It's a marker tip, which isn't my favorite, but for a marker tip, super fab. The Essence eyeliner pen. I think it did pretty stinking well. It was easy to apply. I didn't have any smudging, like nothing weird is happening. It's a nice liner. Is it my favorite? Absolutely not, because I prefer brush tips, but for a marker liner, this is nice. The mascara. I don't have any flaking. I don't have any smudging. It's fine. If you already have some lashes, you'll probably really like this, but my short sparse lashes need more than this. I'll go with the Essence Lash Princess over this one. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, but it's just not great. I would give it a 5 out of 10. It's fine. For blush, I love Essence cheek products. I love their Pure Nude highlighter, and I love the Mosaic version of this, so I'm not surprised. I really like this a lot. My only thing is the shade is not my favorite. I prefer something a little more mauve-y or a little more berry-like, something like that. It's a little bit too pink for what I typically wear, but that's just a nitpick. The formula is very nice. I really enjoyed using it. I was surprised how much I liked this e.l.f. thing. This is the Cool Berry external use only, stop use if irritation. No, that's not what it's called, but that's what it says here. Cool Berry. What's the product called? Gotta get the box out of the trash. Daily Dew Stick in Cool Berry. Yeah, it's not there anymore. It's gone. Any kind of glow that I had is gone. So I liked it on initial application, but now thinking about it, like, I guess maybe it's there a little bit, maybe. What do you think? Do you think you can still see it? I don't know if I can still see it. I'll have to keep playing with this. Still on the fence with it. Oh, I just realized I didn't talk about the powder. It seems good so far. It mattified my face, didn't do anything weird. I don't know if there's any flashback because I didn't use any flashes. Do we even use flashes anymore? Is that even a thing, like the flashback thing? Unless you're getting professional photos done. I don't even know if that's even still a thing. But so far, so good. It did all right. For lips, I did not enjoy this lip crayon. I thought it took way too long for it to get to be opaque. That may be due to how deep the color is and the contrast between my lips and the color. Overall, it was comfortable to wear. I just didn't like how patchy it was. That was annoying. And how long it took to like make it look like it was a full-on lipstick. Like I feel like it shouldn't take more than putting it on once and maybe touching up a little bit twice. I felt like I had to just keep working and working and working with this. And then it started getting messy because I was working with it so much. So it's possible, like I was talking about in the store, because it was on clearance, maybe they're getting rid of this formula at Makeup Revolution. So maybe they're doing better with it, which I think they should because it was not great. The LA Girl lip gloss though, I did really like. I like the scent of it. I like the way it feels. I'm gonna put some on now because I feel like I want some on. Put it on by itself. That way you can see it too. It's got a little bit of a heaviness to it, but it's not bad. It definitely feels like a gloss, not a balm. There's a little bit of stickiness to it. I can definitely feel like I'm wearing lip gloss, but it's not bad. It's not uncomfortable. I like the smell of it. The scent is really nice, that like strawberry berry scent. And I think it looks pretty. It looks nice. So this is gonna be a win. Overall, I feel like there were way more wins than fails, which makes me so happy because it just continues to prove that you don't need to spend a ridiculous amount of money on makeup to get high quality, very good products. Just final verdict, if I had these in generic packaging and didn't know if they were expensive or less expensive, which ones would I say might be more expensive? I would say the LA Girl Pro Prep foundation primer. This is very similar to me to the Smashbox one, so I would say this. The Essence blush, absolutely. The Essence concealer, absolutely. The Maybelline Dream BB cream, maybe. You might be able to convince me that this is a more expensive product. And then probably the LA Girl gloss. I can see this coming out. It's the exact same formula coming out at a higher cost, and people wouldn't think twice about it. But as far as the rest, I do honestly, even the E.L.F. eyeshadow palette, I do feel like these aren't as good as my most expensive products. That doesn't mean they're bad. I just feel like they could be, there's some room for improvement. That's all I'm saying. And also, just as a side note, just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it's good either. Like this concealer definitely beats out some very expensive concealers that I own. That's a thing too. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm gabbing way too much, so I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let you go. So at this point, it is your turn, my friend, in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. I would love to know your thoughts on any of the products that I've tried. This is the first impression. It's the first time
time use these products. So if you have any tips or tricks on how to use these products, things that you found helpful with any of these, I would love to know. I would love to learn from you in the comments down below. If there's other products that maybe I should have picked up that are at a similar price point, let me know that too. If there's anything I missed out on, like, oh, you missed this, like you need to get that instead. Let me know that in the comments below, or anything else you want to sound off on. I'd love to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. It really does help me out so much. And if you would like to hang out just a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos for you right over here to watch. But if it is your time to go because you have things to do, I totally get that. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye! Your girl's going to bed.